No, I took damage. No, don't miss the flick, don't miss the flick. No, 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 no! I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh my god. Okay, whatever, dude. We tried.
All right, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Thank you for the comments on our first video. All of this was filmed probably within the last year. I think I did my first Jad KC about a year ago, which was that video that would have been seen by everybody. The last time I tried it was February 6th of 23. It was during my birthday. And then I decided, you know what, we're gonna go do the Quest Cape, which led into getting, you know, base 50s, 60s, and then currently I'm still not even base 70s on the account. Little history, obviously, I've been playing, like I said, since 2007, but like that is a lot of on and off, and I will say my mental capacity up until the time of like high school, up until like high school with like gaming, like I was pretty shit at games. I'm still pretty shit at games when it comes down to it. I don't necessarily tend to be the most critical of thinkers. I'm a pretty lazy person. Like I don't apply myself. So a lot of the series was completing goals that like I had as a kid, but I never took the time to do. So clearly we're just jumping around here in this video. We did some magic training. Now we're working on crafting. I think we're just trying to calculate how much we made through crafting and or what we lost essentially. I think we gained. So I think we gained what, a 380 some thousand. And then, you know, we went to making darts for smithing XP here. Quite a lot of things to do. This is going to be honestly a pretty long video. It's kind of all over the place. Ended up going to Soul Wars and chopping teaks. The video quality, honestly, unfortunately, is not the best. I don't know if it's because of the encoder settings that I had when I was recording on OBS here, but I think that could be part of it. We just hit, 50 on woodcutting. Unfortunately, though, I'm not gonna scrap the whole series. I do want to continue pushing forward. I mean, it is RuneScape, so it's not gonna look great. And I mean, there's changes throughout like my playing, and like the GUI interface changing through RuneLite. I've changed a lot in the last year since, recording a lot of this, or throughout the year too. There's gonna be a lot of progressive changes in these videos. So, here we're doing some fletching, hanging out at the GE, a lot of bank standing. That was a lot of my time in the last year. So essentially, like, the way that I went about it was like I would do some leveling, and then I'd go do some questing, and then I'd do leveling, and then I'd go do some questing. So try to keep it a little bit fresh. And then towards the end here, I left off with needing about 50 quests and have been grinding basically to the levels needed to do all of the quests. At this point in time, the account has all of those levels that it should need to do the quest. So I've been working through that. I think I have 4 left at this point. I've been playing leagues for the last month and a half, 2 months now. There's 50 fletching. Let's go. A little spin, a little hop, a doodle. Love to see it. So we're looking at our specs here. We got 28 herb lore, 50 crafting, 29 farming. So it looks like I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do next there. So I ended up doing some herb lore. Herb lore is a little expensive. Not a little expensive. It's very expensive, but it's a pretty quick skill in the beginning. overall, it's a quick skill in general, assuming you have the money for it, but it's quite a loss. Here we are doing our first Guardians of the Rift. I think this is the first time this was my first KC of Guardians of the Rift, if I'm not mistaken. So I was trying to learn what to do there. Honestly, I hate rune crafting. After doing leagues, I don't think I will ever do normal rune crafting. I will always go through Guardians of the Rift. We do need to do that. I also kind of want to go back to Wintertod and just bust out like 30 hours of Wintertod to get like 90 fire making and a bunch of supplies, which could help progress the account greatly. So I think my return to the main account, which will be streamed, which is why I'm kind of, talking about it here in these videos, it will be happening in the next month. I'll probably start streaming on the main account in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Leagues will end next week, so I don't think I'm hitting Dragon Cup. I'm probably only gonna hit the Adamant. I'm slightly below 42,000 at this point, unfortunately, so it is what it is, man. We are working through it, and we're gonna do whatever we can. I don't want to give up per se, but I also don't want to keep going. So there's our rewards from doing Guardians of the Rift. Some pearls, nothing crazy. Decent amount of runes. Runes wasn't necessarily a worry, right? Like, I mean, we're a main and we can just buy whatever we need, or we can get bonds. To be clear here, I want to talk about funding of the account and the Jad attempts. So essentially, I had stopped playing for some time. I started the account, whatever, when Old School RuneScape initially re-released itself. I played for a little bit, and then me and the homie, we did pretty deep. We did all of the free-to-play quests over like a month's period of time, and then just kind of stopped playing because we were burnt out. And then I took I'd say 6 months to a year off. Then I came back, played a little bit, did the same thing, took a few months off, and ever since, I'd say the middle of 2021, I've been messing around with membership. I think I'm mixing this up a little bit. And then basically all of last year, 2023, I've been playing on a membership pretty exclusively. I have bought, I think, 2 to 3 bonds. That was basically what fueled the GP for the gear that we got for doing Jad, the blowpipe, all of that bullshit that we have there. And yeah, I mean, it was worthwhile, and it got me into PVM and my first little bit of an experience in the game. So I think now I'm pretty confident that I could go do the fight cave and complete it. I have been practicing on leagues, but obviously, it doesn't compare. Leagues is like crazy compared to normal, but I don't think it'll be too big of a deal. My first 2 attempts, I didn't necessarily bring enough food, or I got hit too bad. I got hit in situations that I shouldn't have been hit in, essentially. There was 50 Hunter, love to see it. And I've learned a lot too, you just stack the healers behind Jad. I think that's what I should have done. Also, I was a little late to the prayer flick to protect from mage. I think if I had the prayer proper and got behind the wall when I did, I would have been able to heal up, and then I could have fought Jad. But hindsight, it is what it is. I've learned a lot. I've gotten a lot better with my PVM and my general player skill in the game. Looks like we did a quest there to get us some farming, 34 farming right there. Now we can do, Hasidious things. But let's see, what are we doing here? Fire making, we're getting the balloon transport system. Sorry I've rambled quite a bit in this video, but it's gonna be interesting what we talk about each week. I don't really have set topics. It's kind of just, let's watch the video together, let's talk about what's happening in the video together, and let's talk about what's currently happening on the account. And then eventually everything will become current, because I'm gonna run out of clips and videos to do. So I'm thinking this series will bring us current within the next 3 months or so, is what I have edited out so far. And yeah, So, as you can see, I was streaming here, no cam, grinding level 50s. During this, we just got 50 fire making. Love to see it. And I don't know what we did after fire making, to be honest. Obviously, we had to do all of them, so I think fire making was my least favorite, so I had to hit up all of the emotes apparently. So let's see, what do we got? 51 fire making, or 50 fire making, 53 cooking. I guess we're going back for farming, and then herb lore for the last two that needed to be complete. Again, herb lore is just expensive, so it was hard for me to do this just specifically because like I don't want to pay for membership and then also pay for a bond every month and like all of that stuff. Oh, we had construction to do too. I didn't really see that. We didn't have the right construction level. Dude, I got pretty pro at Oakleroders. I could just sit there. Yeah, look at this. There was a moment where like I figured out if you like went to the left and like had the Lorado. Yeah, I think I'd do it here. This is like the perfect spot. I also learned now too that you can use the number keys to fucking bypass the prompt. So 1 is yes, 2 is no, 2 is that. So I've gotten really good at it at this point. And yeah, I was really stupid at the game. And looking back, it's like it's crazy how much I've learned over the last year. It's crazy how much I've learned playing leagues in the last month and a half, 2 months now. Like that taught me so much about the game and like where to get things and how to do certain things. I picked an herb and then instantly we're just cleaning the herbs apparently. Nice at it, love it. But yeah, so obviously I've started doing farm runs, I've started doing X, Y, and Z, and leagues has prepared me to come back and dominate the game, in my opinion. I'm quite excited to use all of the things that I've learned in leagues to accomplish whatever we're gonna accomplish next, which is probably, I'm torn. I don't know if I'm gonna do the fire cape first or if I'm gonna do the quest cape, because my goal was to, let's come through, we're gonna do the quest cape as an entry to the game, since like I've never really done it. I didn't necessarily pay attention to all of it. I couldn't tell you all of the lore just because there's so much stuff in the game and so much lore to learn. I don't know. It's hard to care per se. I'm trying to do it just to unlock content. So there we did some more. Jesus Christ, my skilling. This video is all over the place. Some Loraders, and now we're back at the trees, baby. We're getting them farming levels, 46. Love to see it. Those early levels were crazy. It starts to slow down. I think I was doing the plants in Fastidious was what I've been working on the main. So yeah, I don't know. The end of this video is a little bit confusing for me, but hey, whatever, dude. We ended up getting 49 farming right there. I don't know what we do to get to 50 there, but here we go. A little teak tree. Got a little teak tree, baby. That's 50 farming. Do we have a 50 herb lore clip, or does this end the video? That's the question of the day. Either way, thank you all for watching, and yeah, base 50s, more to come, a lot to happen. So thank you. Sorry for rambling.